I think this room's my favorite. You guys,
Huh?
we're down to the final room in this little home renovation journey.
Oh. Okay.
If you've been following along, then you already saw me give the kitchen, living room, primary bedroom, and bathroom some love. So now we're going into the second bedroom. It's not a huge space, but it definitely needs a little something to keep up with everything else that's been happening around here. If you haven't seen any of the stuff I just mentioned and are new here, my name is Marcel. I'm taking a chance here and turning this house into an Airbnb, and I'm kind of in a rush to finish it because I need to get it up and running to see if it's even going to be a thing. I'm really hoping it's going to be. My plan was to color wash this room to give it like a monochromatic vibe, but then I would have to sand all the original wood trim, doors, built-ins, and I don't think I'm ready to do that. It would take a lot more work and time, so I'm going to skip it.
Lazy.
It does have some existing ceiling trim that I love, so I'm going to do something fun with that. The design won't be as bold as I originally planned, but it's still going to look good. I'm putting this vintage owl artwork in there that I've had for forever, so I'm kind of using that as the color inspo for everything else in the room. I really feel like we got to bring back string art. It's so good, right?
No!
First thing I have to do is remove all these little double-sided sticky pieces that are around the room, so before I talk too much, let's get to it.
Let's go!
Luckily, these were pretty old and dried out, so the putty knife made easy work of scraping them off. I do wish I knew what they were holding up originally, though. I guess it's always going to be a mystery. There was a bunch of nail holes in the walls, so I did 2 coats of mud to fill all those. Once that dried, I wet sanded everything to smooth it out. I know I've said this before, but I love doing it this way to avoid all the dust. Then I caulked around the entire room to seal up all the gaps and cracks. Like the rest of the house, it needed it bad. I gave that a good 24 hours to dry, and then I started to cut in with 2 coats of primer. First with a brush and then with a 3/8 inch nap roller. I definitely wasn't bummed to see that dingy brown color go. I did the same fresh popcorn color and a matte finish like I used in the rest of the house. It's just a nice warm white. Before that second coat dried, I removed all the tape to avoid that new paint from pulling up. Then it was time to do the ceiling. I taped it off and did a coat of the fresh popcorn to fill any gaps to get a crisper line and not have to do a bunch of touch-ups when the tape came down. This trick really works. After that dried, I started cutting it with the paint. I knew right away that I was super into this color. It's called Egyptian Pyramid, and it's the perfect warm brown. Not too dark, it's just right. I gotta say, this was a much better painting experience after being so unsure about that green color in the primary bedroom. And this room isn't huge, so these 2 coats went on pretty quick. Then it was time to see how clean the lines were, and luckily they were super crispy. And this is the last tape all inside the house for a minute, which is pretty exciting. It feels so much brighter in here. I gotta say, I'm kind of glad I only painted the ceiling in that color. I really like it, but I think if I painted the whole room, it would make it feel super tiny. And painting this built-in would have been super annoying.
That's tea, actually.
Anyway, it's time to start putting this room back together. I wanted to put some blackout shades in here, so I installed the brackets and put them up. It's a super easy install. Then it was the new flush mount light to replace the giant ceiling fan that was there before. I of course made sure the breaker was shut off before I did this. I got this amazing mid-century headboard that I attached to the new bed frame. It's so cute, I love it. From there I unpacked and unwrapped the mattress. It's crazy to me how something so big comes in such a small box and becomes a legit comfy mattress. It is a lot of plastic though. I was a little nervous about this queen-size bed making the room feel cramped, but I think it's good. Also, I love this headboard. My neighbor was moving and she offered up some really amazing mid-century pieces, so I obviously took her up on it, and I'm glad I did. She bought this stuff in like the 70s and took really good care of it, so I feel really lucky to have it. So if you're watching, Bernice, thank you. I think at this point it's time to do final touches, so let's finish this room up. I had this cold picnic rug stored away, so I decided to put it in here. It's probably not the smartest to put it in a short-term rental, but whatever, I'm taking a chance. I felt like this room needed a mirror, so I hung this one over the built-in dresser and put this cute little plant in the corner. It's kind of fragile, so we'll see if it survives here. Then it was finally time to hang the owl string art over the bed. I think it's the perfect spot for it. From there I put the new sheets on. I went with white linens again to keep everything feeling super clean. I did add this quilt that I found at the foot of the bed to bring the ceiling color down a bit. And another Virgil Thrasher piece for this wall. I do love these. And finally, this vintage chair for the corner. Alright, I think this room is done.
Clap if you care. All right, let's move on.
I still need to put something right here, but I'm not going to rush it, so for now it's fine. So yeah, let's take a look. We did it!
10 out of 10. Yup.
I know this room isn't huge, but it does feel calm and cozy now that it's done. I thought the primary bedroom was going to end up being my fave, but if I was given the choice on which room I would want to sleep in, I think this one would be it. What do you think? I will say it does feel a little bare in there, but I'm going to keep my eye out for something cool for that blank wall. Maybe I'll end up getting another string art because I do love those. At this point, all the rooms are totally done on the inside, so let me know if you want a little tour around the house so you can see how everything looks fully finished. If you missed any of the rooms I worked on, I have a playlist, so I'll link that in the description box below. I also made a video where I showed the whole house before I did anything, so I'll also put that down there as well. I definitely would love to hear what you think, so let me know in the comments. Subscribe if you want to keep up with everything that's happening on my channel, like, hype, and all that other stuff if you want to show me some love. Thank you so much if you're still here at this point, and I'll see you soon. Bye.
And there we go, guys. It's time for me to get in bed. This has been fun.